to the straight to the to the to the brain. Straight to the brain.
Hey everyone, it's me again. Today I got you a nice synergy with Volt. Recently I got myself the first Tenogen skin with some Saindanas, so I figured, hey, let's make a build. So I literally bought a new Volt to make a new fashion and a new build. But the problem is, I didn't have any ideas. So I figured, hey, let's check YouTube and see what the community did. And I saw this particular video. Alright. Okay, it's settled. Let's make this one. But before anything, let's explain the synergy behind it. We all know that Volt Shields gives your weapons extra electric damage that doesn't combine with your elements, and buffs your critical damage by 200%. But we all know that this is for weapons only. But Mr. Invasion figured that we can do this to melee projectiles. For example, the Vastlock, the Fairy, and Inidem projectiles. So as you see here, I'm using Vastlock and I'm spreading my gas procs with melee influence because I procced electric with Volt Shield without having any electric on my Vastlock. So I'm using this with the Organic Metal Auger mod that strips enemies' armor with dagger damage, and pairing this with the Inidems in Carnum form. It allows me to throw projectiles when I'm doing an aim glide and melee attacking, which is considered as a projectile and a melee hit and a dagger damage. So I'm using Nourish to give me the viral damage elemental, to give me the viral element on my Inidem, and modding my Inidem for gas. Now let's see how our loadout should be looking like. In terms of Archon shards, I'm using none, but if I want to choose, I'll tell you to use 2 yellows for casting speed to replace natural talent for a mod that I will show you later. Now let's see our Volt's build. We got Aerodynamic in the aura to give me extra 6 seconds when I'm doing an aim glide. Prime Sure-Footed for the last time I need butt. Blind Flow for the large energy pool. Rolling Guard for the 3 seconds of vulnerability and Status Cleanse. Arcane Stretch to give me extra range on my 4th ability. And Nourishes retaliation damage. And also regenerate my energy whenever I use my 4th ability that deals electric damage. Unbullet Intensify and Blind Rage paired with my 3 Archon shards that you don't need to have will give me 273% ability strength, the augment of my 4th ability Capacitance to regenerate my shields, and Natural Talent for casting speed. I have Multi Efficiency for extra 36% ability duration, and Arcane Fury to give me 180% damage on my melee. My primary will be the Organic, modded with the Organic Metal Auger mod to strip the enemy's armor with dagger damage, and Amalgam Serration to give me extra movement speed. And don't forget to add primary dexterity for extra combo duration to sustain your combo. My secondary can be anything you want, but I highly recommend having secondary dexterity for extra combo duration to reach 20 seconds of combo duration on my melee. Now, my Inidem will be built as shown, starting with the evolutions. In the second evolution I have the range. You can also use the attack speed one, but it's not necessarily since it's Volt. So I'm going with the 0.5 range to help me gain combo easily for the initial setup. My third evolution, I'm choosing the second perk that will give my aerial melee attacks 0.5 meter of range. Yeah, it's pretty useful. My fourth evolution will be Swooping Long that will give me a total of 150% melee damage whenever I get kills when I'm airborne, and I'll be doing this quite often with my projectiles that coming out of my melee attacks. The last evolution can be literally whatever you want because it doesn't matter, they're all trash to be honest. Now let's head to Inidem's build. As you see, I have Blood Rush for crit chance, Weeping Wounds for status chance, Prime Pressure Point for base damage, paired with my Arcane Fury and my fourth evolution, and Organ Shadow for crit damage. And I have the 60-60 elemental damage mods to form gas and Focus Radiant to give me heavy attack efficiency and radiation element. This is all to increase my total damage on my enemy, and I have melee influence to spread these status effects, and AoE armor strip the entire room, and my Prime Smite Corrupted to multiply my damage toward this faction. You can swap it to Grenier, Corpus, whatever, depending on what you're fighting. Make sure that you have enough status chance to proc all of this. You can do the same setup with any melee that can provide you with the same condition, which is a projectile. My focus skill can be literally whatever you want, but I'm using Veteran. Again, there is no point using anything else. But you can use Madurai for the extra ability strength and casting speed. Also, if you have the 2 yellow shards, you can replace natural talent with Aero Vantage to give you negative 100% gravity while in gliding, so you can perform more aerial attacks. But I feel comfortable with this setup. But hey, having the Arcane Shards is not bad after all. That's it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video, learned something new. Please consider subscribing, it's free, you can always change your mind. Also drop a like, it's very appreciated. Stay tuned, and see you all next time in the next video. Bye bye!
With